2015. The report also indicated that UK university gross contribution to the economy represents an increase of 15% in real terms since 2011 and 2012 academic session.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Yes, the statistics you read out there, is that a source for worry in Nigeria?
A big source for worry. Gone are those days when international students will flock our universities. I will make a lot of foreign honey from those foreign students. Today, how many foreign students will want to come and learn in our environment? With this, you can see the facilities in the premier university in Ibadan. How many people want to come and learn in that kind of environment? I mean, one thing I admire in university is the environment. And I've said, if I go to university, I see your feet unkept, I see your caps not properly laid, I won't be attracted to that university. People are not looking for your classroom. The first thing that will attract anybody to university is the environment. A university that cannot keep environment cannot keep classrooms. Every vice chancellor should look at the environment. University is a place that people will be praying. When we are younger, you go to Obafemi Awolowo, you are praying, God, help me to get admission to this university. You come to University of Ibadan in 1974, you are praying and say, God, I want to be admitted in this university. How many people are praying to come to a university for admission with this type of environment? Look at our roads. Look at UI Road, UI Premier Universities.
When I came for the inaugural lecture, I ran into a bad pothole.
Can you imagine?
I think it spoiled my brake pad.
Can you imagine? That's a premier university.
I went to the office of the provost. I saw the offices. I saw the chairs. I said, no, this is unacceptable.
It's not acceptable.
Provost of the postgraduate college.
Can you imagine?
I said, no.
That's premier university. If University of Ibadan is like that, what do you see of others? What do you see of others? Our heart grieves. How many of the department? If you see the way we run departments, we're only doing it for God's sake. For the fact that whatever you sow, you are going to reap it. We are running the department without money, with our personal money. How do you run a university like that?
Look at the point you made here about lecturers.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, public universities in Nigeria are grossly understaffed. Hiring new staff to fill existing vacancy has become very difficult. Many university lecturers have retired, some have resigned, while some others also unfortunately died and have not been replaced. This has created a very huge burden on the existing academic staff. There are lecturers currently teaching about 12 or more courses in a semester at both the undergraduate and postgraduate levels. They also supervise students' projects at both levels. In fact, many are involved in administrative activities, attend meetings, serve in different committees, and some of our colleagues still combine all this heavy load with their engagement in the distance learning program. It is difficult to imagine how lecturers cope in this type of situation. In fact, one wonders if there could be any meaningful, groundbreaking research that can ever take place in this type of environment. With all this increasing responsibility, what lecturer earn as salary in the present economic condition is nothing but a humiliating take-home pay. There was a time when ASU said that my take-home pay cannot take me home. I doubt if lecturer take-home pay today can even fill their tanks. Lecturer salaries under the current economic situation have suddenly become salary. Technical evidence has consistently shown that school quality can be raised by improving the condition of teachers and teaching. Adedeji and Olaniyan, 2011. However, Nigerian government has argued that economic reality on ground cannot support the immediate implementation of such finding. This argument was premised on the principle of resource allocation efficiency advanced by the popular Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto to explain a situation where no allocation is available that makes one individual better off without making another worse off. Implicitly, an increased financial allocation to education has a far-reaching implication for other competing social services and ordering of national priority.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
You know, one point you mentioned there that no groundbreaking research can take place in the environment you have described.
It can never. And the hallmark of the university system is research. All that we did that day is a product of research. If you ask anybody to come and present a regular lecture, who is just a teacher, teaching and using textbooks, what is he going to say? Research is like the pillar for whatever you are teaching. If you are not a researcher, you cannot be a good teacher in the university system. And how many of our colleagues are doing research? And not just research, you are doing research with your students, all these projects. You don't call that as research. Research that are funded, research that are impactful. How can you think that such a thing will happen in an environment where a lecturer is teaching 12 courses, supervising almost about 50 students, where a lecturer will attend meetings, still be struggling, to feed his family? Look at our salary. 3 years ago, I was earning close to 500,000. At times, I blame ASU, because ASU has never been able to tell the public that we are not earning good salary. Some people would think that we are earning $1 million. I say, I'm a professor since 2011. I'm at bar. About 3 years ago, I'm earning close to 500,000. Today, I'm earning 414,000.
How did that happen?
That is because they call it IBPS, they remove this so-called housing, remove this and that. They reduce my salary nominally. I'm earning 414,000 now. How do I cope with 414,000? Many foreign funders are no longer looking to Nigeria because they know that some of these funds, by the time they come, is either they don't utilize it or that the system will not even allow the researcher to access those funds. And they are moving their funds away. How do you do research teaching 12 courses? How do you do research supervising about 50 students? The staff in the university system, Professor Olayinka said, University of Ibadan is understaffed to the tune of 1,800 plus lecturer.
1,800
understaffed. And many people in my department, for instance, many people died, they have not been replaced. Many people, have left the system. We are about just 9 in the department. How do you cope with such things? You are going to teach undergraduate, teach master, teach PhD, do so many other things. You attend meetings and meetings. Once you are appointed at the head of the department, you are appointed to attend meetings. How do you cope with such?
So the bottom line is the system is not working.
It's not working.
We are pretending.
It's not working.
If we cannot carry out groundbreaking research, it is not working.
It's not working.
That means we are not solving problems.
At all. What is a university without research? Is university meant to teach? Then we are secondary school institution. What's a university without research? How many of our colleagues are doing research? Real research that can solve problems.
And real research must be funded.
Yes. Because we don't have what it takes.
Because what I hear, Prof, is MacArthur Foundation, Ford Foundation.
Yeah.
Are there no big men in this country funding research?
Because we have not attracted those things. Like I said in my lecture, I said there must be private investment in public institutions. And until we begin to look that way, there are so many people who have money in Nigeria that can bring their money to the university system. If you think it's only government, we are deceiving ourselves. This government are not even looking to our sides because they don't even see us as solving their problems. In other climes, university should be solving societal problem. That when the society have problem, they will go to university to go and ask them, how do we solve this problem? But this government, they are not looking at our side. If they want to solve their problem, they run to China. They don't even think that university exists. That's why university can go on strike for 8 months and the country will continue. It's only in Nigeria that can happen. Because they don't see that university, is the builder of the nation.
We can see the consequences on our streets.
That's what we're saying. That's what we are saying.
Professor Segun Olugbenga Adedeji delivered his inaugural lecture on the 12th of October 2023 at the University of Ibadan. Professor Adedeji is a professor of economics of education, and he is of the Department of Educational Management, Faculty of Education, University of Ibadan. His inaugural lecture is entitled Nigerian Higher Education System, the Twin Problems of Inadequate Funding and Graduate Employability. You want to say hello to the prof? The lines are open. What do you think about our education system? So call the radio station on 080